You are now watching Mugen TV.
Hey guys, this is Mugen Lord here, and I must say that the wait is no longer here anymore. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has finally been released over the weekend, and I must say that I am super hyped for this game. I'm really enjoying the hell out of this game, and it just seemed like it was just like earlier this year where we first saw the Nintendo Direct and they teased a new Smash Bros. Game. There was already rumors going around about a new Smash Bros. Game coming to the Nintendo Switch, and even after the teaser, you know, the entire community was just debating and speculating whether this was going to be a new game or a port. And we had to wait until E3 when we were surprised when Sakurai finally came up on the Direct and introduced the game and let us know that everyone is here. And we've seen the new visuals, and right then and there, most of the community knew that, hey, this is going to be a new game. This is no longer this is not a port. Let's just get it out of our heads and everything. And I must say that I am super excited for this game. I'm super hyped and enjoying it. So in this video, I just want to give my overall thoughts and my opinions of what I think about the game. And I didn't want to just make this video right away. I wanted to give it some time. I wanted to just, you know, play the game over the weekend, unlock all the characters, and try out some of the modes, mainly on online mode, because that's where most people will be playing most of the game and having a good time with the game at. So now that, you know, the weekend is over, so here's my overall thoughts of the game. This is not a review, this is just my thoughts and how I feel about the game. So for starters, I must say that Sakurai and his team had put a lot of work into just bringing everything, all the stages, majority of all, and even all of the characters to this game. Now, as far as the characters are concerned, I love the detail, the lighting effects that are showing on the characters, and I really appreciate the attention to detail. And even the stages, they went back and just redid all the stages, even the Melee stages, the 64 stages, even the Smash Bros. Wii U stages, and put lighting effects and shadows so that it make the stage pop out much more, and everything blend together, the character models and the stages. Now let's just go into the character unlocking. Now the character unlocking is the biggest thing, because hey, Sakurai even said in the Nintendo Direct that we'll be starting off with majority just of the first 8 characters from Super Smash Bros. 64, and then from there we're going to pretty much be unlocking characters. Now we have over 70 characters, so I know it can be quite the grind, and I've been noticing on the internet that a lot of people, some people, been complaining about, you know, that this was an unnecessary grind to get the characters. And I just want to say this. Sakurai had pretty much made this with the intention on everyone getting in and to actually play the game and actually get a chance to play all the modes, try out all the characters, because that's what I end up doing, playing the game and actually having a good time and not trying to rush things, because I noticed there's a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people were figuring out ways to unlock the characters much faster. Now earlier in the year or years before, when I mentioned about fighting games, for the fact is that I was saying that I don't have much time like I used to unlock fighters and everything, and I would like to have all my fighters unlocked from the start so I can get into the game and play it. And I never noticed why I end up putting down the games after a while. Is because I tend to get bored after a while, because everything's unlocked and you just pretty much have the game there and you're just playing, and then for me the novelty of the game just pretty much dissipates. So I went into this game with a different approach. I said, you know what, Mugen Lord, just go in and unlock the characters and just give it a try, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't use the fast method that everyone else used, because that pretty much takes away the experience of actually playing the game. And so I did classic mode and just decided to play the classic mode to unlock each characters. And the method that I went by, or I tried to go by, was do the 64 characters, and as I start unlocking Melee characters, go through the Melee series. But that didn't happen that way, because each character was giving me different characters and stuff. But it allowed me to enjoy the game for what it was, and it allowed me to try out other characters that I normally wouldn't try out, and I end up liking some of the characters. So I really appreciate what Sakurai had done as far as the character unlocks is concerned. Now, after I unlocked the characters, I want to try out other features, other modes and everything, but the main thing I really wanted to try out was the music selection for the stage, prioritizing the music and everything. And I must say that the music selection in this game is just awesome. I mean, this is an awesome soundtrack. And another thing that Sakurai had done is not only that he put the original music from all the games, he also remixed all the most of the original tracks as well. And I think my favorite remix is pretty much the How to Play theme that plays at the beginning when you let the intro play. It shows you how to play. Well, they remade it. They did a remix to it by pretty much adding orchestra music to it. And I think it just sounds epic overall. So it took me about an hour and a half to pretty much prioritize all my stages with the music that I want to play while I'm playing online or while I'm playing free for all with my friends locally and everything. And I had a good time just digging through the list, digging through all that was there as far as the music, and I still haven't unlocked all the music. Yes, there's unlockable music tracks too that you have to unlock, so all the music is not there, so you do have to spend some time grinding and just playing the game to unlock the other tracks. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now I dived into the World of Light because I didn't want to play the World of Light to get the characters, because from what I heard from IGN and other YouTubers, they said it takes about like 20 hours to get through the World of Light, and I don't really have the time to try to go through all that to get all the characters. That's why I'd rather play classic mode to do that. But I finally dived into Real Light, and of course they give us the introduction of the opening cutscene that we seen during the last Nintendo Direct or the last Smash Direct that Sakurai had presented to us. So pretty much this is like your typical, I guess you could say, role-playing game. And what I like about the World of Light is that this is a type of mode where, you know, you just sit back and relax and just, you know, after you finish playing in the lobby and you just want to just blow off some steam or just try something that different, change your pace from playing online or playing locally, you get on there and you try that mode. And I advise people just to try the mode just for fun. I mean, if you're a person that just love the multiplayer and love to play, you know, the competitive aspect of it, then just do this as don't dive into this first, dive into that later, and just unlock your characters through classic mode and then get into that just to have fun and enjoy it for what it is and the effort that Sakurai put into it. Now with this mode, what I like, it seemed like they borrowed some RPG elements and some features from other games. Like I like what they did with this skill tree. It reminded me of the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. And it's pretty interesting. As you level up, you can use your points to be able to unlock other skills and everything. And not just that, certain challenges has different effects that affects the stage or affects your characters, and certain spirits that you unlock and equip on your character can pretty much negate those effects that you're put in when you're playing against certain spirits in the game. So I only dived in the first beginning part. I recruited Mario and I recruited Marth, and I just only did the first portions of it, but I already can tell right then and there the RPG nerd that's inside of me is going to really enjoy Spirits mode. So I'm really going to enjoy and sit back and just, you know, take my time and really dive into it, you know, on my free time and everything. So I'm really looking forward to see what the ending is, because I've been hearing that the ending is pretty cool, and the last couple encounters to the last boss is pretty cool. So that's why I definitely want to invest time to see what the ending is, to unlock the cutscenes and everything. So then we're going to dive into the shop. Yes, there is a shop that you can get your coins. You can use your coins and your currency to pretty much buy more spirits. Not only spirits, you can also buy Mii costumes, which I think is pretty neat too. So when you buy Mii costumes, you better equip it onto your Mii. There's also achievements that you can unlock by completing certain conditions during certain matches, or whatever the conditions may be. You be able to unlock other achievements, and sometimes those achievements give you costumes or music tracks or even more spirits that you can add to your character. So also you have other slots in the shop that needs to be unlocked by purchasing a certain amount, spending a certain amount of coins, and to unlock other slots and everything. Now I don't know what the respawn rate is when you leave the shop, because once you buy everything, it will say sold out, and then when you come to the shop, there's nothing there in that slot anymore. So I don't know what the respawn rate is when you the refresh rate when you come back into the store to buy other items and everything when you go back to the store. So last but not least, I want to talk about the Nintendo Online, or the Smash Brothers Online. Now I've spent quite some time with it, because when the game launched, I wanted to unlock as many characters as possible, and I went online and I ended up playing with my subscribers, and I must say I had a really good time. Now, the thing is with the online, a lot of people have been having a hard time or having mixed feelings about the online. Some people say it works fine for them, while others say that it's completely like terrible indeed. Like, it just doesn't work. It's laggy, the latency is just horrible and stuff. So for me, I must say that when it came to the free-for-alls and everything, with the free-for-alls, it seemed like, yes, there were delay in the controls. Now me, I had a wired connection. I went out my way to get a wired connection. I also had a put in the 3.0 USB slot on the Nintendo Switch dock, so I had nothing to worry about on my end. It's more so you have to worry about the players that you're playing against, because I know a lot of players are probably playing the game wirelessly, and especially when you think about you have people who take the game seriously, then you have the regular players who just play the game casually and don't think about stuff like wired connections and everything. So when it came to the online playing free-for-all, there was a mixed bag. Sometimes I had smooth matches, while other times we had just bad lag or just bad latency and delay in the controls and everything. So that you really have to keep that in mind. So then I waited until yesterday, because I've been seeing a lot of videos from like Leffen, Armada, and Zero, a couple other players, or just people in the community period, not just the pro players, but just people in the community period, were complaining about the matchmaking, and how with the matchmaking, where they did away with the for glory and the for fun option, and this time it pairs everybody based on preference. And a lot of people were saying that some people want to play one-on-ones with no items, and, you know, like 3 stock 5 minutes, and then they end up being matched up in a free-for-all, or being matched up with players who have items turned on with the smash ball and stuff. So I seen a lot of people complain about this, so I was like, okay, let me dive into the matchmaking, let me give it a try and see what comes out of it. And I must say, this was only on Monday, and this is my first day playing matchmaking, and I haven't experienced any of that for some reason. I'm not sure if now that the hype died down and people are playing other things, or people are finally got adjusted to it and everybody has the set rules of how they want to play. But when I dived into it and I played 1v1, and I played 1v1 with 2 stocks with 7 minutes, and most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I ended up running into a person who had 1v1, no items, and 3 stocks in 5 minutes, and it worked out well. And even when it came to stages, I was playing a lot of Battlefield versions of the stages, and every once in a while I would have my rules picked out, which was hazards off, no items, 2 stocks, and 7 minutes. And every once in a while I would get my preference, but to me it worked pretty well. And not just that, when I played 1v1, the connection was way better than when I was playing free-for-all with the rest of my friends. So I'm thinking that picking 1v1, you're going to run into more serious players and people who have wired connection, because like I said before, it's been a mixed bag for a lot of people, but I didn't really have any problems with the matchmaking at all. And I wanted to test it out to have some footage to add into this video that I'm making right now. And while in the process of recording to see how the matchmaking works, I end up unlocking Elite Smash, and I had no intentions on that. My intention was just to play at least 3 to 4 matches, and that was it. And before you know it, I was like really deep into it, and when I looked up, man, I just unlocked Elite Smash. Now with Elite Smash is only available to the character that you're using, that you got the Smash Power or whatever the points are called. You have to unlock Elite Smash for every character, which I'll dive into another video talking about that at a much later date, because people were complaining about that as well. But I think it's a way, to me, in my opinion, to force you to try other characters, and just not just stick with one character, but to give everyone a try and to see if you like it, and also to bring variety to the scene and everything. But that's pretty much my overall experience. I really love the game. I've been spending countless of hours into the game, and of course my main is Link, Breath of the Wild Link. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm definitely gonna do a video just on Breath of the Wild Link by himself, because man, those bombs and the removal of his tether grab, it just changed the character a whole lot. I just never thought that just changing 2 things to a character, or just one thing, mainly the bombs, changed Link in a whole different way. And not just that, the engine and how fast it is, and the reduction of lag and everything really does just help the character all together. But that's pretty much my opinion. I enjoy it. I'm loving the game. I'm loving the online. And I just want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the online matchmaking? And what is your experience with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Did it deliver? Does it live up to the hype? And just tell me what your experience is overall with the game. Like did you go to overnight to pick it up? Did you play it with some friends? I definitely want to know in the comment section below. That wraps everything up. This is Mugen Lord signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out.